You came up as the perfect man when we first met.
I ain't the perfect man?
No. No.
I came here for liquor, not your girls. So I wouldn't recognize y'all.
I would say the same thing if I was you.
Okay. We ever had a conversation?
No, nothing besides like, can I get, you know what I'm saying?
Why am I Don't, first of all, you be everybody in Atlanta and everybody knows it. You're not going to talk to him like that. But I am. And what are you going to do?
Given that Erica is continuously hanging around his wife, it appears that Mendeecees and his wifey from Love and Hip Hop may be at their breaking point. The couple is having a lot of trouble containing the extra drama that continues entering their marriage. Yandy has been keeping it together and defending their love, but how much longer can she endure this? How will she deal with the enigmatic ladies who continue to approach her husband? Will this be the test that eventually breaks their link, or will they manage to sort things out? In this video, we'll show you everything that happened. As you can see, it wasn't always this chaotic, so we need to go back a little to get the whole picture. Yandy Smith and Mendeecees Harris originally gained notoriety together in the second season of Love and Hip Hop in 2011, and they quickly became a crucial component of the reality TV program. On an episode of TV One's Uncensored, she explained how it all began while she was managing rapper Jim Jones and attended one of his shows in Miami in 2006. First came into contact with males when they decided to stay at the hotel rather than go to Jim Jones' party. Dee's Yandy was really impressed by Mendeecees, and they were able to connect even more later that evening.
Mendeecees?
Nah, she right.
All right. So,
I just blushing because, you know,
So?
that was some real smooth right?
I'm like, oh, I'm getting all warm and fuzzy inside. Like, he's sweet. He's heartbroken.
Got him. What you say? Got him. Long story short, she told me, you know, I really can't date my artist friends and stuff, and I was like, all right, you don't have to worry about that. I'm not his friend no more. And you leaving? I'm leaving with you.
Right, I was leaving after the concert, and I told him, I was like, well, you know, you got the schedule. I booked your ticket for like 4 days later. He was like, you leaving?
Episode 6. How Mendeecees and Yandy met and fell in love when a man spotted her at the wedding. He inquired if she was going to the party like that or not. She chose to skip it, and he unexpectedly chose to do the same. As a result, they ended together. I'm making sure everyone gets into the van and they're all dressed up, said Yandy after hours of chatting at the hotel bar and hitting it off right away while reciting the entire event. I came down in my sweats, and Mendeecees said, "You're coming to the party like that or you won't go," I said. "Oh, I'm not going." He said, "You're not going and I probably won't go either." I said, "Okay, I'll put everyone in the van and head to the bar." He said, "Why didn't you go?" And I replied, "Oh, I never party with after the Miami event." My client accompanied Yandy to New York, where they quickly started dating. I was fine until he said, "Why don't I buy you a drink?" I answered, "Okay," just like two young lovebirds. Mendeecees and Yandy got along while they talked for hours on end. In 2015, the VH1 reality stars eventually said, "I do" in front of a star-studded crowd in a special broadcast ceremony in front of their co-stars and a few recognizable personalities, including Kandi Burruss, Ray J, Renee Graciano, and Karen, after M proposed to Yan on Love and Hip Hop in 2014. Gravano, despite getting married in 2015, it was later discovered that the pair had never filed for marriage. On the Love and Hip Hop show, Yandy sparked intense speculations by disclosing that she was not legally married to men from DC, and that when the government refused to recognize their marriage, she didn't mince words when she said, "My husband and I do not have a contractually bound agreement with the government, but God and I do have an agreement." I signed the paperwork but didn't send it off. Efficient signed it, but I never sent it off. She also said that I'm not implying that my marriage is more important than my finances, which is untrue, and that I don't want to face consequences for not sending the paperwork off. However, I have excellent justification, and that was all done to safeguard my. On May 24, 2021, they decided to rekindle their vows at Bob Alam's desert resort in Dubai, where Yandy made it plain that she still loved Mendeecees and considered him as her husband, even after disclosing the details of their marriage certificate. This event was broadcast. About 60 people attended Love and Hip Hop with all the expected glitz and glamour.
Times do bad times, you know, I just want to be your savior any time of need. And even when you don't need me, I just want to be there for you. Hello.
During her previous marriage, Yandy said in an interview with People that they were under a lot of pressure and decided they would stay together through thick and thin, and that was one of the reasons they chose to reaffirm their vows, she said. When we first got married, we made a commitment to stick by one another no matter what. Although we love each other, it was a really emotional moment for us and our family because we were physically walking in through some difficult periods when we were under a lot of pressure. Things changed for the family shortly after the wedding in 2015 when Mies was given an 8-year prison sentence for drug trafficking, perhaps ending his honeymoon. He spent 4 years in prison alone after the prosecution accused him of plotting to distribute cocaine and heroin throughout New York City. He was eventually released in 2020, but ends. The first of many rough patches that have affected this union were legal issues. It turns out that Means is the father of 2 children from his previous relationships with Samantha Wallace and Deshazo Erica. He even briefly dated Muhammad Ali's daughter Rashida Ali. But now that there are accusations that someone has been meddling in his marriage, things are becoming heated. Love and hip-hop reality star Jasmine Blue didn't mince words when she called out Messes for reportedly cheating with another lady in the show's season finale. Jasmine Blur, a reality celebrity, accosted me for allegedly having an affair. Female.
Recognize y'all.
I would say the same thing if I was you.
Okay. We ever had a conversation?
No, nothing besides like, can I get, you know what I'm
Jasmine replied, I'd say the same if I were you, to Mess's denial that he knew her and that he had merely gone to the pub for a quick drink. When Mies asked if they had ever had a genuine conversation, Jasmine asserted that they had only discussed the essentials in a confessional after some back and forth, with Jasmine insisting she's simply expressing her truth. Mendes attempted to dispel any accusations that he was cheating by explaining he had just ordered a drink from a bartender and didn't know her personally. Enz expressed regret to the nearby Rich Dollar and made an apology, but it didn't end there. It appears that things are becoming heated as Mendeecees and Yandy are causing drama on the internet. Jasmine's friend Era Razum also claimed that Yandy was allowing someone to have an affair with her husband, and the two got into a heated argument. In another confessional, Jasmine added that Erica has ties to the unidentified woman that Mies is apparently seeing, but she would not reveal who it is, claiming that this is not the first time that Paradise has experienced problems. Jasmine mentioned that her companion Erica said later in a moment on the show where Jasmine and Erica approached Yandy and Mez's outdoors, Erica accused Yandy of watching while Mrs. had an affair with another lady but is too afraid to come forward. The affair has been going on for a while. Mrs. cheated, but he cut her off right away by asking, "Why are you talking?" Yandy popped, but Erica wasn't backing down, shouting, "But I am, and what?" Then Yandy intervened, putting herself between Erica and her husband. She was prepared to protect her man. As the tension increased, people attempted to remove Yandy from the scene, but Razine accused him of striking her in the face a few steps away. Mendes attempted to reach his wife, but production and security prevented him from doing so. Avoid a confrontation a few days later, Mendeecees and Yandy attempted to steer clear of Jasmine Blur's accusations on his Instagram stories. On Yandy's profile, Yandy's husband posted content from what appeared to be supper with loved ones the day before. She posted a review of an event she and Mrs. attended together, which was hosted by Gupsi May and Kishia Awa. "I don't care what people think of this man. He's oak with Mishi." In other news, the Gucci man did his thing, praising my sister Amina Diop and his fierce boss. Kishia K. Davis, the up-wife, she said, "I just love them both." The next day, after the video of her altercation with Erica Racine went viral, Yandy had a brief statement to make. She posted on Instagram, featuring pictures of herself wearing the same attire as the day she popped off. Erica, the slide also had a few phrases and Yandy wearing 3 different ensembles. One such quote said, "Don't underestimate me, darling, I can go from lady to ghetto in 2. Another added, "Some people need a high five in the face with a chair." 5 seconds after the game, the king and the porn enter the same box, according to a third quote post. The caption reads, "Just a few thoughts on this fine. On Wednesday, just when you thought the drama was over, a hot video will keep you safe." Appear on Men, the popular DC Snapchat video, had an unidentified woman standing in a neighboring line wearing cursive and clinging pattern leggings at a Mexican restaurant. At one point, the woman turns to face the camera and modifies her posture. While the internet is still buzzing about this little video, it goes without saying that it is now raising doubts about whether Mies has been hacked or whether Jasmine Blower's accusations are related to the post. Mendes swiftly addressed the reports on Instagram, writing, "Don't play on the internet, but leave me alone the first and last time." He also went viral earlier this month after declaring that his marriage was sustained by his dedication. Yandy once kept the internet buzzing when her Instagram post seemed to have another man outside of her spouse, but don't worry, she subsequently explained in the comments that it was all for laughs. As of right now, however, Yandy and Mies are still married and continue to share photos of themselves and their family, demonstrating that they take pleasure in each other's company. According to one of Yandy's latest blogs, there are hundreds of reasons why I love you, but one above many is the father you are. Our babies love you even though you don't really set an example for what a father should be. You're a dad every single day. Your top priority as a father, while it's evident that they are loyal to one another, this serves as a warning that social media can be misleading and that what appears to be a beautiful relationship on Instagram may not be the real picture. As Yandy and Mies continue to ride in this difficult marriage journey, the next episode of their never-ending marital infidelity will soon be widely shared online. Will this couple be able to weather the next scandal? Leave a comment below with your ideas and keep checking back as the entire story comes to light. Thank you for viewing.